Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'd like to share with everybody my vinyl finds, also some CDs and some tapes that I got from Tennessee. Wife and I just got back from vacation. We stayed in Pigeon Forge, so we had opportunities to do some indoor stuff because it was raining a lot. Went to some antique malls, thrift stores, and some record shops, different antique places around the way. A lot of these places are located in Sevierville, which is north of Pigeon Forge, off of Winfield, Dunn. So I've visited some of these places already because we just got back from vacation last year in the summer, in June. So I was kind of familiar with some of these places already. And I added one more vinyl find antique flea market in Knoxville to the list. So I'd like to share with y'all. So without further ado, let's go ahead and kick it off with the first one. I have 3 records and 2 CDs that I bought. This is called Bargain Hunters Antique Mall and Flea Market in Knoxville. And it's actually east of Knoxville on the main drag. So I went inside. I knew they would have some records in there. So of course, when you go into the flea market, this particular one had over 300 booths. And they had some records here and there. But in the middle, they had tables full of boxes labeled in different genres of music and some new arrivals. So, of course, that's where I found my records. So, with digging through there, this is what I found. I found Bryan Ferry. This is Bête Noire. This has the promo stamp on there. Here's the back. And this has the popular Kiss and Tell on it. This one was released in '87. I was very surprised to pick this one up. And of course, I have the other one that they was released in '85, which is called Boys and Girls. So now I have 2 Bryan Ferry LPs in my collection. Bête Noire, '87, and also with Boys and Girls from '85. So very happy to have this. Yeah, very surprised to see it in there. Another surprise that I found, this particular is synth pop or more new wave post-punk. This was released in '82, and I also have another album by this group. This group is called Romeo Void. This is called Benefactor. Released in '82. I have the '84 album called Instincts that has A Girl in Trouble, is a temporary thing. But the highlight on this one is Never Say Never. And that's a big hit they had. Never Say Never actually came out '81. That particular 12-inch single is on my want list right now. It's an extended version, so I'll be happy to get that. But yeah, I was flipping through the boxes. I was in the rock section. I was getting a little disappointed because I couldn't find, some new wave synth pop stuff. The second to last record was this one in that box. Romeo Void, Benefactor. Good to have it in my collection. Off to the new arrivals. And some of the new arrivals, I've had some of the 12-inch singles already, but I did not have this one particular one. This one is Dead or Alive, Lover Come Back to Me extended remix. Came out in, I think it was '85. This was featured off Youthquake by Dead or Alive album that had Spin Me Round, My Heart Goes Bang. The other one, I forgot the other song, but this is the 4th song on that album, which is a fantastic album that came out in '85. But here we go, Lover Come Back to Me, US Pressing, extended remix, Dead or Alive. Which record shop or which antique mall did I go to next? I went to one called the Green Old Antique Mall. Okay. Now, I have a copy of this album already, but when I seen it, I seen the price, I seen the jacket. It's a white jacket and it's pure white. I just could not pass it up. Human League. Here we go with Dare. Fantastic album. Like I said, it's just very, very good condition. It's a gatefold. Look how white that, I couldn't believe I picked this up for $10, I believe. And there we go with the gatefold. It has all the Don't You Want Me. It has all the hits on here. Sound of the Crowd, which is actually on my want list for a 12-inch single. The Things That Dreams Are Made Of. And also another one that I have on 12-inch single as well, Love Action, I Believe in Love. Great, iconic, electronic, synth pop, Human League. There was formed in what, 77? And then in 78, they changed their name to the Human League. They was actually called The Future when they first came out. So that was what the band was called. And Philip Oakley came on board. In 1980, they split up, and the two original members, they went to Heaven 17, and Philip Oakley stayed with them with some female backup singers, and the rest is history. So very good to have this one in my collection. That is a better copy than what I had, and I just couldn't believe I got it for that good price. This one is not a great, this is a 12-inch single. Next, it is an old school, freestyle, electro. Here we go with Debbie Dab. This is When I Hear Music. And you can see this original generic cover with the hype sticker, Debbie Dab. It's on Pandisc. What's cool about this, this is the white label promo. Anything on Pandisc, if you know Jam Pack and also Music Specialist, all the Pretty Tony stuff, all the old school freestyle that came out in the mid 80s, they repressed it in 89 off of Pandisc, and this is one of them here, When I Hear Music promo. Pretty good one. Only paid $1 for it. Yeah, the cover's a little beat up, but I think the vinyl is in really good shape, and hadn't had opportunity to listen to these records yet because we just got back from vacation. There's two CDs I want to share with you. The first one, it was from the Knoxville Antique Mall, and this one's called Living in Oblivion. This is volume 1. They had volume 2 and volume 3, but there goes my records. Volume 1 has 3 songs that I like a lot. I Eat Cannibals, which I don't have on 12-inch single, and I don't have the album. Spandau Ballet, Chant Number 1, I Don't Need This Pressure On. I like that song. And also Kids in America by Kim Wilde. I like that a whole lot. And it's got some other stuff on there. It's got, Too Shy. It's got 19 by Paul Hardcastle and different stuff. It's got 18 tracks on here. And it's called Living in Oblivion, Volume 1. So to me, it's something that I enjoy a lot. So this couldn't beat the price too. The other one, I love Blondie. So I got the best of Blondie. And the songs that I do not have that I like a lot is Dreamin', also Atomic, and Hanging on the Telephone. And it has all the rest of them. It has Heart of Glass, Tide is High, all the big hits are on here. Best of Blondie. So I bought that from that Knoxville Antique Mall. Now off to, I want to say this is the next one is going to be from my man Kenny, from Flea Traders Flea Market off of Winfield Dunn in Sevierville. If you leave Pigeon Forge, it's the big flea market on the right hand side. His record shop is right there in the middle of the flea market. Everything is so organized, categorized, genres, so neat. He has fantastic music going in the background. He's got some vintage stereo equipment in there. He's got the new arrivals on the outside. He's got the 12-inch singles. He's got, your country, your rock. He's got new wave, synth pop. He's got it all. So this is what I got from Kenny when I went over there. I got Big Audio Dynamite. This is number 10 Upping Street. This has Come On Everybody Beatbox. Also have it on 12-inch single. Like that song a whole lot. Bad Rock City, which is kind of the, I guess, kind of the instrumental version of Everybody Come Beatbox, and version 13 and Hollywood Boulevard's on here. Really good. It's good, I guess, synth pop, new wave, electro, dub, experimental, left field, rock. This is what Big Audio Dynamite's all about. Mick Jones, remember he left The Clash in '83 after Rock the Casbah came out with Combat Rock, the album, and then he formed this group, Big Audio Dynamite. Another album I like to get from Big Audio Dynamite is their first one, which is called This is Big Audio Dynamite. It has the bottom line on it. It has E equals MC square on it. It has the Medicine Show, and I think it has another one. So, yeah, I like to get that in my collection as well. So it's nice to have this one. And shout out to Kenny. Thank you very much. Go see him. Flea Traders Flea Market in Sevierville off of Winfield Dunn. See you next time, Kenny. Another one I got from Kenny, and I went to, he knew I have this channel and I love 80s stuff, and he directed me and just pulled out the record. He pulled this one out for me. Pete Shelley. This is called Telephone Operator. This came out in '83. And on here, on the genre, he put industrial punk. It does sound like industrial punk. Discogs labels it as electro synth pop, which is, but it does have that that hard hitting, kind of the industrial sound, kind of like the chanting in the background, kind of an aggressive type of song right here. He does have another one that's really good that I do not have on any 12-inch single or any of my CDs, called Homo Sapien. That came out in '81. And this one is The Telephone Operator, came out in '83. So there you go. All right, what we got next? Let's see. We're going to go to the Antique Barn, which is a 3-story barn. It's a red barn in Sevierville, right-hand side, and it's got records on the top level. It's the same records I went to before. So I was able to pull 2 of them out. So start flipping through there, and I picked this one up. This is Squeeze, East Side Story, and this has Tempted on it. This came out in '81, and I want to say it's 1980, Argy Bargy, that came out. It has a lot of hits on there. Again, I haven't listened to this album yet, so I don't know the songs itself. So all I know on here, honestly, is Tempted. So if you know my subscribers, if you know this album, please recommend any other songs for me. So yeah, cool. Squeeze, East Side Story. Another Squeeze, I'm bringing out a couple cassettes to you. I bought this from the Green Old Antique Mall, and I bought this sealed. And here we go. Here's Squeeze, and this was called 45 Singles and Under. It has pretty much all the hits in here, everything from Argy Bargy. It's got Tempted on there. But there's one song on here that I was looking for. I didn't see it on Argy Bargy, did not see it on East Side Story, but it's on here. Annie, Get Your Gun. Really good rock, new wave, really good song by Squeeze. And it's actually on this album right here. I did not know that. And it's actually on their compilations, not on the LP section. So that's pretty much why I couldn't find it. So it was released on this one right here. So old school action. Another old school action. Oh, I just want to tell you that tape right there is a repress. It originally came out in '82, but I have no idea when that was released. I could just guess it was somewhere maybe early 90s, mid 90s. This one was released. I got another tape. This one's released and it's sealed as well. This was released in '87. This is Exposure. This has Point of No Return, Come Go With Me, Seasons Change. It's got all the good ones in here. Yeah, I mean, $3 on sale, just couldn't pass up. And it's also sealed from '87. So as a collector, you just can't pass those up. All right, let's see what we got next. From the Antique Barn, this is a blind buy. Made a mistake, didn't realize it wasn't what I was looking for. When I seen this song called Do the Dance, I thought I had the right artist, but I did not. So this one right here is by Trance Dance. And the name of the album is called Ho Ho. And it has Do the Dance on there. But the song I was really looking for is called Do That Dance by The Project. It's more, I guess, more EBM, kind of dance music, kind of industrial, techno. But this is more pop rock. This came out in '87. Pop rock, I would say it's kind of gothic, but not in a dark way. And some synth pops in there. So that's what it sounds like. So yeah, Trance Dance, first record, first single, first hint of music from this group that I have in my collection. There you go. Blind buy, my friends. Sometimes you got to do it. What else we got? We have 3 more records. Okay, the last 3 records I'm gonna show for you is from the Great Smokies Flea Market. It's north of Sevierville, going towards the main intersection on the left. It's a really big flea market. And we went there on a Friday, and a lot of shops were closed. But I knew of this, one of the annex buildings on the back side of the Great Smokies Flea Market had like a small record shop. It has some CDs, tapes, and it's weird. It's got some fishing baits and stuff on the left. So it's kind of a weird, it has music and fishing baits all in the same little booth. So yeah, I went there before. I picked up 3 records. I like to share these with you. I picked up Orchestral Maneuvers in the Dark, which is known as OMD. This is called Pacific. And this has the song that I like a lot. It's called Forever, Live and Die. Yeah, Forever, Live and Die is a great track by OMD. And this particular one came out in '86. So it's got the gold stamp promo on there. And of course, all the OMD albums are very artistic, colorful, and it still has the hype sticker on there. And there it is, Forever, Live and Die, right there on the hype sticker. Very good song. So I was very surprised to pick this one up. $5 wasn't bad at all. Went through all the main CDs, tapes, records, and all that. All I could find was this one. But I was looking around, and you know how they put the boxes in the front, and this one had a typewriter on top of the box. I'm like, what's going to be in there, right? So got the owner to remove the typewriter off the box. I was looking through there, and anything on there was $5 a piece. So I started flipping through that. I said, man, I'm not going to find anything in this box. You know, it's like just junk, you know, just like stuff you can't sell, right? And you just put it in that box. Hopefully somebody pick it up. But check this out. Picked up Peter Gabriel. This is his first LP. It's actually a UK pressing. It has a Salisbury Hill on here. And this is actually called Car, number 1, The Car. Because a lot of Peter Gabriel's albums just called Peter Gabriel. Like, I have the one from 1980 called, they call it The Melting Face. It has Games Without Frontiers on there. This one is from '77. So this is a unusual buy for me, because usually I buy a lot of 80s stuff, but I'm a big fan of Peter Gabriel. I think he's very good, artistic, very talented. He has such a distinct voice. You know, he was with Genesis in the 70s, and then he went solo, and he had platinum selling albums from there. So yeah, Peter Gabriel, really good. Like, it's kind of pop rock, art rock, new wave type, and this came out in 77. So happy to have this one in my collection, and I couldn't believe I pulled it out of that box. All right, the last record I'm going to show for you, my friends from the vinyl community. And thanks again for all my subscribers. Thanks for all your comments, and I appreciate everything you do to keep my channel going. Okay, this next one was in the same box. It was almost the last record that I pulled out. Human League. This is Travelogue. This came out 1980. Early stuff. I've never heard of Travelogue before. Of course, I got Hysteria and Dare in my collection. Now, when I started reading this, and one of my subscribers recommended this song, Boiled. Being Boiled, something like that. Let me get my trusty glasses out and see if I can find it. Being Boiled is the name of this track. Wow, 1980, Being Boiled, great electro, experimental, synth pop, new wave, just a very unique song. And thank you for my subscriber for recommending it, because here we go. I got the album with that song Being Boiled on there. I haven't listened to any other song on here yet, but I'm really looking forward to it. So a great addition to my collection of this Human League. I think it's their second album press. I think the first one was 79. 1980 was this one right here, and then 81 was Dare. So fantastic, very good artist, and I'm really looking forward to listening to this album right here. So there you go. That does it for my albums, my CDs, my tapes that I got from vacation from Tennessee. So I really hope you enjoyed the video, and please stay tuned for the next one. Bye.